lower than the 5,010%. He tells me as part of the agreement he's due to get out after sentencing.
Retail fraud, plea deals, and rapid-fire rulings. This courtroom session opens with McIntosh admitting guilt, but the judge makes it clear nothing is locked in yet. One misstep could change everything before sentencing. Stay tuned as multiple cases unfold with surprises. Subscribe now for more intense courtroom breakdowns and real legal drama.
You may be. Court does call the case of the people versus Mark Mackey.
Morning, Your Honor, Raymond Cook.
And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. McIntosh, who stands there. Right, please state your name again for the record, sir.
Mark McIntosh.
Thank you, Your Honor. I do have the completed plea form and advice of rights here that we were able to review and sign.
All right. McIntosh, well, this indicates that he's going to plead guilty to the charge added count to a retail fraud third 93-day offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count one would be dismissed. Defendant agrees to pay $750.60 restitution and a sentence agreement of fines, cost, and restitution. I can't say, since it's my case, that the court's necessarily going to follow that. But that's the court's understanding.
And we understand that, Your Honor, that is a correct recitation.
That is all correct, Your Honor. We do understand that as well.
Seven sworn.
Raise your right hand. Solemnly swear in affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
State your name, please.
Mark McIntosh.
Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of retail fraud third degree. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days jail, $500 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $500, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty, sir.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
Signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No, sir.
Please look at paragraph 5 on that form. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir. Just drug court.
At the time of this, were you?
Oh, no. No, sir.
Okay. Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No, sir.
Anybody threatened you or coerced you?
No, sir.
Doing this voluntarily
Yes, sir.
and of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
And because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes, sir.
On the date of October 13, 2023, at the location of 7,000 East Fifth Avenue in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, what did you do at the Walmart that makes you think that you
Took items that didn't belong to me, sir.
tried to walk out without paying for them?
Yes, sir.
Store was open to the public at the time?
Yes, sir.
You didn't have anybody's permission to take that property, did you?
No, sir.
Property you took was property that was offered for sale by Walmart?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I do have to advise you that if I accept your plea, between the time that I accept your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea, and the court would not be bound by any sentence recommendation or evaluation. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
None from the people?
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at probation. 14A1 probation. Sentencing in this matter will be April 29, 2026, noon. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
McIntosh, on your way out, on your left-hand side, about 2/3 of the way down the hallways, probation department, stop in there before you leave.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Court does call the case, People versus Walter Peterson.
Morning, Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Elman on behalf of Mr. Peterson.
Your name, sir?
Walter K. Peters.
Thank you. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we've reached a resolution in one of Mr. Peterson's matters. I believe we'll be entering a plea as guilty today, and he would be sentenced to time served. You
Do I
should
have
have
paperwork?
you should.
I don't have any paperwork on it. All right, what are we? He's gonna be entering a plea to one of these charges? To which one?
I have just a moment, Your Honor.
I have nothing. I don't have an advice of rights. I don't have anything.
Your Honor, I have it. I thought that I had sent it in. If we could pass the matter and I could try to send it in again, I would appreciate it.
What are we doing with, is that resolve both cases?
No, Your Honor,
I thought that we had worked out, he was going to be pleading on both with an agreement to time served.
the other case is new, just recently charged. I was just newly appointed late last week.
Okay, folks, what am I doing? Hang on. Are you being held on something else other than these?
Yes, Your Honor, he is.
He's talking to me right now, Robert. They said that you supposed to rule whether I can go to treatment because they want me to have a tether, and I'm not gonna run.
Hold on.
Oh,
What's that on?
huh?
Is that on another case?
No, that's on this. This he's supposed to be talking about that too. He's supposed to.
Hold on.
Your Honor,
Hold on,
Mr.
I gotcha. I'm just trying to figure out something, Mr. Peterson. If I put this out 2 weeks for them to get everything together, does that stop you from being released? I don't think so, because you've got something else pending, right?
Stop me from going to treatment.
Well, hold on. Are you held on any other cases?
Just
Yes,
these.
Your Honor, he is.
So he's held on other cases?
Yes, Your Honor, he has 2 felony matters in front of Your Honor that he's being held on as well.
That are set for PCC.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so what I also hear, okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Okay, Mr. Peterson, I'm going to adjourn these out to the 15th.
Right here, the judge hits pause because Peterson's case isn't properly prepared. No paperwork, unclear agreements, and multiple pending charges. That's a serious issue. In court, organization is everything. Without it, even a favorable deal can collapse. Do you think the system failed him here, or is this on the defense?
In 2026, 9 a.m. Okay. Both of these cases, they can get their paperwork in order, get that all to me so we can then resolve these. With regard to release to treatment, is there, on his felony matters and otherwise, is there going to be any objection from the people?
I thought we had already ordered.
We submitted orders, Your Honor.
Okay, then that's all taken care of. Okay, so that's been done. Okay, on these cases, if these are holding him, I'll need orders for that on these cases. But on the felony cases, they've got it all set.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll see you in a couple weeks. All right, Mr. Peterson, take care.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the cases of the people versus Justin Randolph.
Agreement for the people file 0556. So on behalf of the township and 00440.
Probably found her name at 4. Mr. Randolph, but unfortunately, I do not believe.
I did that. That me? No, I think it was him. Sunglasses. Yeah, he got them all worked. No. All right, what are we doing on these? Is he here?
I don't think so, Your Honor.
He's not checked in.
I offered the report is that I don't have great contact information for him, and I do have him on another case elsewhere, in which the only phone number I had is the whole,
He's got bond violations though?
I was not able to discuss that with him, so I would request a German for
Okay, bench warrant. 10,000, I'll give her 10% privilege. That warrant will issue immediately.
This is both cases.
That is in both cases.
Thank you.
Court calls the case of the people versus Anton Brooks.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook was
Arraignment, okay, gotcha. Hello, sir, what's your name?
Anton Brooks.
All right, Mr. Brooks, you're here on an arraignment, a new charge that alleges that on or about November 27th, 2025, location of 2200 or 2201 Hogback Road to Washington County Jail, that you did commit the offense of an aggravated assault. Do you understand the nature of what you're charged with?
Yeah.
You understand that? Okay. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration and $1,000 fine plus court cost. However, a consecutive sentence may be imposed if the assault occurred within a place of confinement like the jail. You understand that, sir?
No, I don't.
Don't understand that?
No.
What part don't you understand?
I didn't really hear what you said.
You didn't understand what I said or hear me? Okay. The maximum penalty is 1 year or $1,000 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. If it occurred in a place of confinement like a jail,
Yeah.
then penalty would be consecutive to any other sentence. So let's say you were sentenced on some other charge to say 90 days.
Right.
And this is a year, you could be sentenced to the 90 days and then have to serve a year for the assault.
Okay, yeah.
You understand that? Okay. All right. Now, understanding all of that, the first question I have for you is, do you want to be represented by an attorney on?
Yes, I do.
All right, this is public defender case.
Morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Constable Basie on behalf of Mr. Anton Brooks, who is present to my right and has stated his name for the record. Your Honor, we would waive further formal readings, stand mute to the charges, request a PR bond and a new pretrial date to obtain discovery, Your Honor.
Well, if he's being held on something, you don't want to.
Well, if he's being held on other matters, Your Honor, which looks like he is, we would just ask for a nominal bond.
So my client having waived formal reading, standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial in this matter will be set April 15th.
This moment gets tense. Brooks is facing aggravated assault, and the judge lays out how a jail incident could stack sentences consecutively. That's huge. One conviction doesn't just add time, it multiplies consequences. And with prior cases in play, his situation is tightening fast. This is where legal reality hits hard.
2026, 9 a.m. Found in this case. What else are you in on?
Your Honor, he just pleaded, I believe, in circuit court to assault with intent to do great bodily harm as well as concealed carry of a weapon. My understanding is that sentencing on that is set for April 29th. Looking at the notes, it looks like there was a sentence agreement to 1 year in the Washington County Jail, so I expect he's going to be in custody.
Okay. Bond in this case will be set at $5,000. I'll give a 10% privilege on that, although standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior and no possession of any weapons, firearms, ammunition, or other devices or anything fashioned to be a weapon. Although there are no alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drugs, I will also indicate that you are not to have contact with Bryant Neal. You understand all of that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Your Honor, my client is asking for his bond to be lower than the 5,000, 10%. He tells me as part of the agreement, he's due to get out after sentencing. I don't.
Since the 29th, I go back to court and get released. 29th.
You're saying it's going to be
This month.
right, but you're saying that it's going to be a year served.
I already served it.
That's what I mean.
That sentence
Listen to what I'm saying.
All right.
You're saying that your sentence in that case will be a year, as the prosecutor's indicated, but you've got credit of a year.
Yeah.
All right, I'll leave this where it is. You double check that. And we'll deal with it on the 15th.
Understood.
All right, thank you.
15.
Court calls case People versus Lori Jean Taylor.
Your Honor, Raymond.
Custom based on behalf of Lori Taylor, Your Honor, who's present by Zoom. Ms. Taylor, can you state your full name for the record?
Yes, Lori Taylor.
All right. Yes, Your Honor, today is the date and time for a pretrial. There has been an offer extended for my client to plead for the civil infraction of double parking. I believe she wants to avail herself of that offer. Is that correct? Ms. Taylor?
Yes,
We-
Your Honor.
But we have a problem, same problem as on the other count.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have no objection, Your Honor, because that was the offer I was gonna make on the case, so it's all gonna be resolved one way or another.
Okay,
And just for the record, the packet on is 257.674. Unsuccessful plea to that and count 2. I move to dismiss count 1.
and that's what you want to do, ma'am?
I'm not sure I understand what he just said.
That they're gonna add a count to a double parking, which is a civil infraction. My understanding is that you're gonna admit responsibility to that civil infraction. There would be a fine, and then count 1, the misdemeanor offense would be dismissed.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And ma'am, do you admit responsibility to the fact that on February 14, 2026, Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that you double parked a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir, I do.
Court will accept that admission to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Fines and cost of $180. When can you pay that, ma'am?
Within 30 days.
All right. Pay it then, excuse me, by May 1st.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court calls case of the People versus Christian Bird.
Conrad Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with on behalf of Ms. Birch coaching. Please state your name for the records, ma'am.
Christian Bird.
All right. What are we doing?
Thank you, Your Honor. So Ms. Bird is not being held on this file, and there is an offer for Mr. Fuller where this case would get dismissed if she was to substantially complete treatment. She is currently being held on her felony case, but release to treatment is in progress on that file. So we're respectfully requesting a decently long adjournment in this case so that she can be released to treatment.
Your Honor, there is a competency felony matter set for June 26th,
That is correct.
June 25th. So.
All right. Give me a date after that.
I'm first.
From McIntosh's calculated guilty plea to Peterson's delays and Brooks facing stacked penalties, this courtroom session shows how preparation and timing shape outcomes. Some defendants gain ground, others fall behind fast. Every ruling carries weight. Like, comment, and subscribe for more gripping courtroom stories and sharp legal breakdowns you won't want to miss.